All right, we are here with a couple of state champion anglers. I got Porter South and Sam Cotton, former Winnsboro bass anglers here. How are y'all doing, guys? What's up, man?
Doing pretty good.
Great.
Good, good. Well, it's a pleasure to talk to y'all. I know that y'all had a big state championship meet over there at Lake Texoma, May 30th and 31st. Over 100 different teams competed. Your team, y'all two, came out number one with over 42 pounds of fish. The second place team had 29 pounds, so just dominated the competition. But Winnsboro, as a school, took three teams down there and won the overall school competition as well. So first off, Porter, we'll start with you. How awesome is it to win that state championship? I know it's not your first, so we'll talk about the other one in a minute. But how cool was it to win that state title when and really dominate the competition like y'all did?
It's it's really awesome. It really meant a lot being my senior year and being able to go out there and just fish great, fish fun, and be able to do what I love.
Well, and Sam, I want to talk to you about that too, because both of y'all seniors. So going out your senior year, going into your senior year, I'm sure you had high expectations, but then to go out on top like you did, Sam, what does that mean to you when you got that championship and you're going out your senior year as a state champion?
Oh, it feels great just from what I've been through without Porter the last 3 years, and then being with Porter. And I mean, I've learned so much being with him, and man, it's just great to go out and do good.
So how does that work? Because I saw that y'all had a obviously three teams that went to state. So how do y'all get paired up? How do the pairings happen? Porter, I'll ask you, how do the pairings happen on the fishing team?
It's you can choose to the for the most part. If you don't have a partner and there's a person that doesn't have one, you'll get put with them. But for the most part, you can choose.
Well, so going into this year, Sam, were you like, listen, Porter, you've won state before. I'm trying to get me a ring. I need the team. How did y'all's pairing come together?
I was the one trying to recruit
Uh,
him.
let's
Oh,
say eighth grade, he moved. I moved to Winnsboro earlier. He came about halfway through eighth grade, and then he had always talked about he wanted me to fish with him. He wanted me to fish with him because he knows I talk about it and all that. And his dad was the captain, and my grandpa was wanting to do it with me. So it was like I'm gonna fish with my grandpa and enjoy the moments with him and stuff like that. But and then Porter got stranded without a partner this year, and I was like, you know what, we can dominate. We're both good. Like we got it. So that's when I decided to finally go with him.
that's awesome, man. That you know, just thinking about it, that you've got somebody that's been a state champion before. It seems like it'd be the other way around. You reaching out to him. That's funny though that he reached out to you. But you brought up a good point, Sam. And Porter, I want to ask you about that. Your dad, Brian, has been your boat captain for all 4 years. Now I know your brother joined in at state. We'll talk about that too. But how cool is it to have your dad out there on the boat with you for every tournament that you fish?
It's really awesome being able to spend those times with him and being out there fishing with him all day, getting to spend time with him. And uh, Pate did fish with us for this for state, but it's still it was real great having 4 years of my dad being the captain. And he my dad was Pake's captain as well for 4 years, so he's been doing it for a long time. He knows a lot about where we were fishing, and he really helped get us to where we are.
So obviously, Paik is an accomplished angler. You're obviously accomplished yourself at the high school level, and I'm sure to go on and do more. But did y'all get it from your dad? Like, is your dad like this awesome angler? Like, where did you and Paik get your talents from?
Yes, sir. We got it a lot from him. He's been taking us fishing ever since we could. Really, I mean, I know I from as early as I can remember going Saturday and Sunday after church almost every week, going out to Lake Fork and fishing, and never hardly ever missed a weekend. He taught us everything we know.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And Sam, you talked about your grandpa, and is that kind of who got you into fishing, or how did you get into the sport?
Absolutely, he got me into it. Well, yeah, mostly him. But my dad, we used to go fishing in ponds and stuff, and then my grandpa always had a boat, so when he was able to go, he would invite me, and I would go and sleep in the boat for half the day, fish half the day. But I mean, it was still good time. That's kind of what got me into it. And then he moved out to Winnsboro, and there's a local lake, Lake Winnsboro, and he took me out there all the time, and we'd have a good time. That's definitely what brought it in. Was him.
Man, that's awesome. It seems like, especially with the anglers that I talk to, like it starts at a young age, right? Like
Oh,
you don't get to 17 or 18, you're like, fishing, that's what I'm going to do. Like it's kind of ingrained in you in from the jump. And it seems like Winnsboro specifically has a very rich tradition of fishing. So Porter, I want to ask you, what how special is it to have fished at a place like Winnsboro with such a great tradition of the angling, bass fishing? How cool is it to fish at a place like that and be a part of such a great tradition?
It's great. The support system behind it is really good. Like there's things that the Winnsboro fishing team does that no other fishing team does, like giving money to captains for gas or whatever it be. There's a great support system behind it, and wouldn't be able to do a lot of it without them.
And Sam,
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, you're echoing that sentiment, but I also want to ask you, like, there's not a ton of fishing teams around the area, I would say. Like I know the some that come to the top of my head, I think Alba Golden, Winnsboro, Grand Sling, kind of the ones around Lake Fork have a lot. Lindell has a bass fishing team, but it doesn't seem like there's a ton of them. Do you think that the sport is growing? Do you see more high school teams coming out, like from when going to state? Do you see more high school teams getting fishing teams?
I mean, I could definitely see it, but um, I don't really know much younger classmen, so like I don't really know how many people's coming up into it, but I believe it probably will. Definitely, everybody getting more involved in the live scope and catching the bigger fish, and
It's
so
it's
it's
definitely
definitely
becoming
growing.
more competitive too. Like 2 years ago, I would not have with the weight I caught at state 2 years ago. I would not have won this if we fished that this year. It is definitely becoming more competitive.
So why is that, Porter? Because yeah, like you mentioned, you won state 2 years ago at Lake Palestine when you were a sophomore with Leon Ackerman was your partner then. So why is that? Why do you think it's such a big difference just 2 years ago from when you won state to now winning state again?
People are just getting better. People are spending more time realizing that I mean, they can make a career, make a life out of it, as my brother has. Like they just realize I can do it. If I spend time at this, I can do it. You know,
Well, and it's fishing. Like I've gone fishing a few times, and it's frustrating to me. I can't catch anything. I catch the moss or sticks, whatever. Like I don't catch anything, so I get frustrated out there on the lake. But it is such a patient sport, right? Like you're gonna fail a lot more than you succeed in the sport. That's just the nature of the beast. But Sam, I want to ask you, how do you stay patient out there on the lake? Like, how do you, when maybe you're not catching the fish that you want, how do you keep that level head and that mindset and just kind of stay level out there on the lake?
Talking, talking is my biggest deal. I just to keep me awake. I just keep on talking, kind of motivating a little bit, having a good time, and I think that's what brings it out. I mean, we got to lock in the mornings, but we get a little sidetracked, start talking, but uh, that definitely helps.
And Porter,
start
go ahead.
he'll start nagging at me if I miss a fish or something too. That keeps it alive.
Yeah, I make him mad, so it drives him.
Well, you got to keep the trash talk going in the boat. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
if y'all
It's
that's
pretty
that's a
big in our
fishing
boat.
tradition.
if y'all weren't trash talking, I'd be worried about the partnership here. Like
Yeah,
y'all would have to be trash talking to do that and spending as much time together as y'all do. Like so outside of the lake, like I know y'all have had fishing tournaments and all sorts of stuff, but outside of like the fishing for the school, how much time recreationally do y'all spend fishing, Porter? How much time are you out on the lake where it's not competition?
Quite a bit. Like we're going tomorrow. We're going fishing tomorrow. So,
hmm
but we've spent a lot of time on the water, just fishing. That's how you get good. You just fish and fish. You learn as you go.
I know both y'all are Winnsboro and Lake Winnsboro is right there in your backyard. Would y'all consider Lake Winnsboro your home lake or Lake Fork a home lake?
Probably Lake
Probably.
It's bigger, more well known because nobody knows where Lake Winnsboro is.
It's in Winnsboro, obviously. That's what you got to tell people from now on. It's over there.
Most people know where Winnsboro is.
It's a good point. Well, what is I've worked at the radio station over there in Mineola, so I've covered a ton of tournaments out there on Lake Fork. So I've seen the beauty of Lake Fork and how big these beasts can get out there in the lake. Uh-oh. Did I lose y'all?
I can hear you.
Okay. So I know how big those beasts can get out there in the lake, but what makes Lake Fork such a special place? Like what makes it so great where you get all these big bass out there?
It really, I really don't know. It's got to just be the environment around there. I guess there's so many big fish in that lake. They are smart, but there's tons of big fish in that lake.
Yeah.
It's Texas Parks and Wildlife has done a great job managing it. It makes it horrible to fish tournaments on because you got to catch slot fish, but it's a great fun fishing lake.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing I think about Lake Fork that I don't know of any other lake. Y'all fish a lot more than I do. I don't know of any other lakes that are slot lakes. Like, is Lake Fork kind of one of the only lakes that's a slot lake?
I think Lake Caddo is, but it's a different slot, and then they just opened uh, Lake Bodark, and that's a slot lake now.
Okay, yeah, that makes those tournaments interesting, man. Because you get one that's on that line or close. It's like, do I risk it for the money or that's the worst, man. You're either going to get a lot of money or you're going to be talking to the game warden, one of the two, and it's probably not good if you got to talk to the game warden. I want to Porter, I want to ask you about Pake. Obviously, we've been keeping up with him. He is angler of the year in the opens division, and now he's in the elite series and he's crushing it up at the elite series. So one, I want to ask you, how cool was it to have him in the boat with you for that championship? And then two, how much have you learned from him just kind of watching his journey and where he's gone?
It is really cool having him in the boat, just being able to fish with him because I've fished with him almost as much as my dad, fishing with him and my dad too, and just being able to fish that with him, it was really amazing.
Sam, I'm sure you've been close to the South family growing up too. So how much have you learned from Pake, and how much did Pake help y'all? Just with little odds and ends, maybe little nuances that y'all hadn't thought of that he knows being a professional angler.
Let's just say I had no idea about the live scope and fishing with Pake, and then just even not without live scope, he has taught me a lot. He knows a lot of things, and like when he sees me messing up, he lets me know and he'll tell me fix this, and you might catch a few more or whatnot. But it's great. It's cool to say, oh yeah, I'm fishing with Pake South. Like it's just like yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is neat. When I saw the pictures, I'm like, that is y'all gonna look back at that one. I mean, y'all appreciate it now, but y'all gonna look back at it one day and realize just how cool of a moment that was. I do want to ask, so 2 years ago there was a tragedy that hit the Winnsboro fishing team. Kel Robinson, y'all have it on your shirts right there that you wear. Tragically passed away a couple of years ago after a tournament. Y'all obviously fished with Kel and were close with them. How much how much did that impact the Winnsboro, not just the fishing team, but the community? And Porter, I want to ask you, like, how much he's on your shirt, right? Every time y'all go out there and fish, how much is he with y'all, and how much is he on your mind as you go throughout these tournaments throughout your high school life?
He's with us a lot. Every tournament we ended off with everybody saying Kale strong, and he's with every tournament we fish. Remember him because he's right here. Can't this it was a real big part.
Sam, how much of an impact did Kel have on this team, and how much of impact did he have going forward? Like that he still has 2 years ago, that happened. How much of impact does he still have on the fishing team today?
He has a ton. He has a ton. I think it really does drive people on our fishing team to do better because he was good. So we kind of want to keep that deal going and just fires everybody up. But yeah.
I think it's awesome that y'all have it on the shirts right there, and it's every time y'all get out on the lake, he's out there with y'all. I think that's awesome. Porter, I want to ask you first. Just graduated from Winnsboro. Congratulations on that. Congratulations. Um, what's next for you? What are your college plans, and what do you want to do with this fishing life? Right, you had some success in high school. What's next for you in fishing, and then school wise as well?
I'm not going to pursue it as a profession. I'm not going to pursue it as my career. I'm going to be going to flight school somewhere around here, and but I'll still be fishing local tournaments and just nothing huge.
So the
Like
So the odds of us seeing you out at Lake Fork in one of these tournaments are probably pretty good.
Oh.
probably. I don't know. Work.
Maybe a
maybe
different
it,
lake.
maybe like Sandlin or Palestine or something.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, Sam, what's next for you? Where are you gonna go? That's college, and are you gonna pursue fishing as a career?
No, I'm going to Lyman School, uh, Northwest Lyman School. I just got accepted to it, so that's where I'm going, and I'm gonna pursue my dream in that.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy for both of y'all. This has been a fun conversation. One last thing I want to ask both of you, then I'll let you get out of here. Porter, we'll start with you. You talked about the Winnsboro community and how they rally around you, but in your family, I'm sure too, has been rallied around you. But looking back on your 4 years here at Winnsboro and being part of the fishing team, when you look back at it, what's something that you can take from your time here at Winnsboro going forward that makes you a better person?
I've definitely grown a lot. I mean, it's. I look back at my freshman year self and I was like, goodness gracious, oh my gosh, and fishing and personally, like I I thought I was something. I thought I was really something weighing in 9 pounds at the tournaments, but obviously not.
Well, and Sam, same thing for you. Like, what's something that you've learned over these last 4 years that you can kind of take going forward?
I will say Coach Finney has got me fired up a few times. You know, he would say, "Oh, that South boy kicked your butt again," or something like that. Like our freshman and sophomore, junior year when I was fishing, like I'd walk into the locker room or whatever, and he would stop me. He's like, "You got beat by South again. Had Jarrett catch more fish than you?" That was my old fishing partner, and he would just fire me up. But yeah,
That's
that's
good,
it.
man. That's good. Like, but see, I've always been told too, if the coaches ain't picking on you, they don't like you. So
No.
when they're messing with you, you got it good there. Well, congratulations again, guys. Not just on winning state, but on graduating. That's an accomplishment in and of itself too, is getting through school. So congratulations on that. Best of luck to both of y'all in your futures, and hopefully we'll talk to y'all down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir.